Hello and welcome to Holistic Sister. I am Jem. I'm going to do a reading for you today, but due to my own blockages of never feeling ready and professional enough, I've decided to go fully unprofessional today so that we can drop all expectations. For a start, the photo's being taken on my bed sheet and I'm sitting on my bed. I also have a fly buzzing around in the room. I'll probably have interruptions and noise come up. We'll see what happens with that. But I don't know if you feel like this, but sometimes when there's things, it's like going to the gym. You really want to go. It feels good when you do it. You feel great afterwards. But there's just this block. That's what's happening to me with this filming right now. So instead of blocking myself with need to be ready in this way and need to be looking professional, even my camera feels blurry today. I'm not sure what's going on there. And I'm still in my pajamas. I thought I would just show up authentically me, and that will attract the right people to my channel. So if you like to listen to rambling, have a tarot reading, and lower your expectations of the visually pleasing videos that might come up, tune in. Take a look at the cards we've picked today. Today I've used some image cards. There's 1, 2, and 3. They're very beautiful little fairies. I believe they're gorgeous. So I don't know who the artist is or if it's digital art. I actually have no idea, but I think this, well, it's obviously digital, I think. Oh, I have no idea. Don't listen to me. They're beautiful anyway, and I don't know who the artist is. But if you choose one of those images and tune in, I will then pick a card for each of you. Also, I do online readings as well by donation. So if you are looking to have your own personal reading, please jump on my Facebook page if you're not on there right now and send me a message. Holistic Sister. Look forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much. And here is card number 1. Thank you for joining in for card reading number 1. Oh, maybe I shouldn't wear my glasses. What do you think? You can see the little screen in there. That's funny. Like I said, unprofessional card reading today, but hopefully very accurate. That's what we're really here for. Or I did retake this one. I hadn't started the reading, but my what is it called? A tablet. My tablet had already fallen over because I've got it rested on my clean bed sheets that I need to put away and clean clothes. So I decided to retake this one from the start because also my phone wasn't on silent. So I could have added that bit. If you want me to do an edits one day, that would be pretty hilarious and embarrassing. But yeah, here we go. Welcome to your very unprofessional reading, but hopefully very accurate and insightful. If you chose this beautiful card here, a little fairy cuddling a teddy bear, so pretty. Your card is the Queen of Pentacles, which is one of my favorite cards in this deck to look at because and feel free to pause that if you want to have a good look at the card before you start listening to my interpretation. The Queen of Wands to me is you're in a really good place, and it's interesting because both cards, the other visual too, also has her eyes closed in that almost peaceful, the arms crossed as well, very feminine, very peaceful, content energy. So, and Queen as well, I feel you've come a long way to get to where you are. You're Pentacles is about wealth, but not necessarily, it doesn't have to be financial wealth, but there is a sense of peace with this card. So I'm feeling that in your life right now. Hopefully you are feeling that sense of peace. That is card number 1 for you, Queen of Pentacles. I'm just going to pull a couple more to see where you are at right now. Page of Pentacles, another Pentacles, also very independent energy, standing on one foot, balancing life. You're the driver of the wheel. Your pocket is full. Again, relating to finances or wealth, feeling like there is a lot of positivity the start of this reading of where you're at. So that's lovely to see, and I hope that resonates with you. There's a sense of contentment and achievement and success in these cards so far. So shall we ask what your blocks are? You're looking really content and happy, but you're here for a reason. Is there a question? Let's see what we have for you. Okay. What are your challenges right now in life? What do you feel is challenging you? When I pick this card, the Four of Swords, and it's going to be a sword card, isn't it? Because it is challenging. I do often feel this card relating to family and family bonds, and maybe that need for the healing, or if it's in your challenge, if it could be challenging you now, that's what you want, is the healing. Being in the nest there as well, like a little baby bird, but also the swords and the pieces that are sticking out are pointy and sharp. So I feel like the challenges might be around siblings, children, someone in your close circle now that you just want everything to be peaceful, tied together and loving. And maybe it's not how you want it to be right now. Let's see what else comes up for that challenge. Because let's face it, there's always challenges in life. That's a part of being on the planet and being in the human form. We all have them, even those that pretend they don't, or maybe they are really good at coping. Blah, 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 blah. Maybe they're really good at coping with their challenges. Okay. What's happening? Some of the past stuff's happening, coming through. So even though things might be going really well for you right now and you're feeling in control and successful and balanced and peaceful and wealthy, the challenging part that might be coming up for you right now is to do with the past. It's the Six of Swords coming up here. And also when I look at this card, to me it's about the traumas and the uncomfortability from the past has brought us to where we are at now, in a positive way, even though it didn't feel positive. So if this is for you to do with people close to you and in your family and in your close circle that you're finding are challenging, or there's something about that dynamic that has been challenging that you just are really craving that peace with, that healing for, I feel that the message is telling you that without that trauma, without those experiences, without those people that made you question what your boundaries are, what your needs are, where you want to be in your future, without them you wouldn't be where you're at right now. So even though we can look at them and say, look, either I do or don't want them in my life. I'm not telling you how to choose that, but these people that maybe from my family that have caused me a bit of chaos before, or they've actually pulled you in the direction that you needed to go in anyway. So it's about seeing that I'm going to speak about like something personally to me. So I was assaulted, and so when I was assaulted, I moved hours away from where I was living at that time, out of just needing a new beginning. But if I hadn't have moved to that place, I would have never met my partner, and the ripple effect like that. So even though I wouldn't say I wanted that to happen and that was a great experience, it still brought me to where I am right now and who I am right now. And I've learned so much about myself, about my people pleasing and assertiveness through that experience. And that's something that happens to us, I believe, throughout our lives. So that's where I feel your challenge might be right now. Let's see what we can do to help. Oh, one wants to fall over. Oh, there's lots of, okay, let's pick another one with that. Give some more clarity with that card. Okay, so I still feel this energy about another person that's been around you. So the devil card is coming up. So often when I look at this particular visual, you've got the string there with the puppet on the end, and it's obviously being the devil as well. There's his hand out. There's the feeling of temptation, and sometimes it's, yeah, okay. Sometimes it's easier to feel the victim because that's what we're used to. That person's like the story that someone else has given us that keeps repeating. Sometimes it's really hard to let go of that story. I feel it's really hard. I still have the story going. I'm not good enough. That's why I struggle with turning up here. That story is from my childhood. And I'm in my 40s, and I'm trying to break the cycle of that story completely, but I still do struggle with that. So I feel it's showing, there's that temptation to hold on to that trauma and that past and that pain and what that person did to you and how they manipulated you. But I'm being told what would help you is to actually see those things as stepping stones to where you are. So the Five of Wands coming there too. And it's like people are falling away, people are going in their own direction. But I feel this is you here coming up and getting the light. And when I look at them together, what I feel is that rather than looking at those experiences as, oh, I've had the most traumatic life, and this, I can resonate with this reading as well, so maybe that's my one, I don't know. Instead of looking at those past things and going, this was horrible, I got treated this way, and it's all true, all valid, very true, very true. But instead of staying in that mentality, it's more about changing the perception to, this is what made me the strong person I am. This is what got me to setting those goals that I would have never set before because of however my path was going at the time. So I do feel that's, really so far with this reading, I'm getting a lot about like things are actually generally going really well for you in your own personal life, but there's somebody in the past that's created some feelings. I do feel like it's close, like a close family member or close friendship, or it could have been an ex-partner even, or partner, but I wouldn't think you're still with this person in a partner way. I feel there's the temptation to fall back into that victim rather than survivor mode, and I feel it's all about changing perception, isn't it? Because two people can be in the same situation and deal with it so differently. And when I say that and I read these cards, I'm not saying that from a place of I'm doing everything correctly or living the truth as I know it either all of the time. I'm saying what comes up for me and what I'm feeling is the message for you in these cards. Okay. So where are things going for you? I've just changed decks in the middle of the card. In the middle of the card, in the middle of the reading. Oh, no editing. No editing goes into this video of my mistakes except for when I restarted because the tablet fell over. That was a restart. Felt it was important. No editing out of, two buzzing flies in here. No editing them out. We have two cards. Two cards. There's a lot about organizing here going on. Page of Swords and the Five of Swords coming up. Finding your voice, this one, speaking into the microphone, being assertive, but really thinking about how you're going to handle that situation, using other resources to handle that situation, not going just off emotion. Like this is almost like a script, they've thought about what they're going to say first before they bring it up. So if this reading is in relation to someone in your family that you're wanting to bring something up with, I feel that it's important to like put some thought into it and definitely speak up, speak your mind, be assertive, but put some research into the way you're going to have that conversation or address the issues. And the other card is really figuring out what you want in your life. That's ultimately what we all have to do, regardless of who the people are that show up in our lives. We need to decide whether they are good for us. And I'm reading that card in the Five of Swords there, taking notes. And we've got some broken pencils as well. To me, it's showing that things can change. What you want can change. What you need can change. So this period of my life, I was, this was acceptable for me to be treated this way, and now that's changed, and I need to assert that. And if we want to have close relationships with people, it's important to assert our boundaries and our needs as well. We all are allowed to assert them. No, we can't control people, but we can definitely talk about it and really have a think about, the balance and what's important to you, what's really important to you, and the way that things are being, the way that you're being treated, really, or have been. Oh, we have a card. Some more advice for you. 4 of Wands we have. Look, I'm not quite tall enough to get... Anyway, 4 of Wands. Get tall with your shaker. Party, relax, have fun. Not all... Life doesn't have to be productive in the way of making money, getting a job, paying... Yes, we have to do some of those things, but there's goals we need to set for ourselves, and those goals are like on a spiritual level or on an emotional level, and that's not always given as much validation and recognition. How far we come emotionally and spiritually and socially even. I feel this card is about celebrating that, celebrating how far you've come from where you were, the goals you've achieved, and not looking over your life in a negative way of, I didn't do that, I didn't do that, I didn't do this, and listing off what you didn't do, because, oh my goodness, I had so much fun at that party, or that festival, or that woman's circle, or that full moon event, whatever it is for you that makes your heart sing, and that connection with others and feel joy. That is important. That is something to be celebrated, that I went to that celebration, and it opened my heart, and it changed me, and it gave me joy. That is a celebration and a success and an achievement in itself. Doing things that bring us joy, because sometimes we're hard on ourselves, and bringing me joy, that's selfish. Sometimes we feel like that's selfish to take that time out, but we have to take time for ourselves, or we it's hard to reset without taking that time and filling our cup up for ourselves. What else would you like to know at this time? Okay, I'm going to pick a card about the future moving forward. What's coming up for you? Okay. Some of you, this is work, I feel. Business, work, future. Whoa. You have such a big future. It's all jumping out of my hands. So, how does your future look? It's actually really positive, so that's wonderful. We have the sun here, and look at that joy and light shining. It's such an open card as well, that opening of the heart space, and even the light shining through to the crown there. It's like a real shift. Even though there's the contentment that I see you feeling, and you're independent and control, and there's that coming through at the start there. This is more of a joy. This is more of a celebration and a really heart-filling joy that's coming into your future here. Not just content, but celebratory. The important thing I feel is to take notice of that. There's always 4 of Cups, so I've got the image where you're not focused on this, which is the rainbow, the connection. And I feel maybe that's coming up because that's a part of yourself that you feel is selfish, and you're not celebrating it. Celebrate the joy, celebrate the feeling of happiness. Like, I had a day where I was actually really happy. I went to the rainforest and I felt amazing, and I'm so proud of myself for doing that, because that has brought me joy. And sometimes we just focus on what we don't have, that emotional stuff. I don't have the working car, or I don't have the job that I want, and that's easy. We can do that. We can all do that and have a huge list of what we don't have. but we all have so much as well, and it's important to really celebrate and focus on the joy. So even if it's okay, you're broke, you might not have, you know, it doesn't look like you're broke in this reading, but for some of you, if that's where you are, it's not about focusing on what we don't have. It's about enjoying the celebratory times, like having connection with people is something to celebrate, even though in a society way it might be looked at as, yeah, well, that's, you're not really doing anything. But having a deep connection with another person is an incredible thing to have, and celebrate that connection, celebrate that experience, focus on the fact that I listened to this song and it was just incredibly moving, and I can celebrate that I had that time of listening to that song and the way that it made me feel. That's what I feel that that's saying for your future. But I do feel really positive with the future too, because something new is coming and growing. I don't know if you've begun this. Again, I felt there was something coming out in the way of business or work for some people. So I do feel there's an adventure that has been started. I think it's just been started, or it might just be coming in the future. But it's growing, it's getting bigger, and that's really positive card to see. The Ace of Pentacles about new beginnings and wealth and the real growth that's going to be coming into your future with those emotions as well. The Sun, feeling amazing and wonderful, and look forward to that for you. So I'm going to do something. What should I do? Okay, this one. I'm going to pick one of these cards for you. I don't remember which ones they are. The Soul's Journey, I think. If you ever want to know what the cards are, leave me a comment and I'll try and find the boxes. I tend to get rid of the books and put them in some nice little bags like this. Okay, this one is for you. What have we got? Friendship. I understand that a friend in my life is for a reason, and celebrate that friendship. Like this is saying at the end here as well, like those things are amazing. Friendship is something to celebrate. It's not a small feat to find someone that you connect with on a deep level. So try and focus on those things that are going well for you and that do go well for you, because there are a lot of them as well. But yeah, we're in the world of duality. We're going to have challenges. That's why we're here. One more card, just to keep it on the unprofessional level. I'm going to give you a little sweary affirmation card. If you don't like swear words, you can wrap up your reading now if you like. Otherwise, stay tuned for your sweary affirmation. What are you waiting for? Get out there and fucking do it. That is your sweary affirmation. I do feel there's that growth coming for you too, that new beginning, that growth, that wonderful future. You just have to figure out what you want in your life and what you'll allow, and speak it and be assertive about it, and speak your boundaries, take your boundaries, decide who you want to let in your life. Realize you are where you are because of all of your experiences, even the ones we didn't like, even the ones that we aren't comfortable with. But let's change being victims into survivors of this past stuff, because it's made us who we are, and perhaps we wouldn't be who we are without that. To do with the family, close friends, or relationship. That's what I feel that is about. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you are basking in your glory anyway, and content with the world as it is right now, even with the challenges that might come up. Beautiful card for you. Thank you for tuning in. Again, if you want a one-on-one reading, I do them via Zoom as well. Jump onto my Facebook page, Holistic Sista, with the same name as the YouTube channel, depending where you're watching this from. Thank you very much. See you next time. Hello and welcome to card number 2's reading. Welcome to Holistic Sista and 2 flies buzzing around. just for some ambience in the background. We have some flies, occasional truck traffic that comes past, maybe a dog, sheep, other people. Let's see what happens for your number 2 reading. If you chose this card here, so pretty. I just love these images. They make me feel really nice inside. If you chose card number 2, your card is the 6 of Swords. This card also did come up in card readings number 1. Card reading number 1. So there may be some connection between 1 and 2 for you, or you may have been having trouble deciding which one you wanted. Feel free to go and listen to number 1 and see if that resonates as well. It may not as well, by the way. See what happens. If you feel like listening to me ramble some more, watch all 3 cards. It goes for like an hour. Do the dishes. I'm so entertaining. Your card for the day is 6 of Swords. So when I see this card of where you are right now, I feel that there is a lot of challenges going on around you, and there has been a lot of challenges going on in your past as well. But I feel this card is here to remind you that these struggles and challenges and hard times and people that we don't feel comfortable around, that might be around us or in a way that we can't. I should turn my phone off. I listened to a song to what do I have to do? Ground. Yeah, I listened to a song. Should have listened to 2 songs to ground, and I forgot to turn the phone off. 6 of Swords. So when I look at this card, it's all about, yeah, you're not having maybe the funnest time right now, but I feel this card is here to tell you that these challenges are taking you to where you need to be, who you are going to be, and we can't tell the future. I mean, well, I'm trying to tell a little bit of the future for you, but what I'm trying to say is when we're in those moments where things are challenging and hard and uncomfortable, we often feel like it's never going to end, and why is this happening? Why did this happen to me? And I don't want this in my life. But all those things are shaping you into who you are and those experiences. And I'm not saying hold on to a unhealthy relationship because it's shaping you to who you are. I'm just saying that the things that are out of your control that are happening to you right now, try and surrender to them, because they are a stepping stone for somewhere else, even though we might not be able to see where that is right now, and we might not feel any positivity about where we're going. These challenges and these experiences are taking us to where we need to be, even if it doesn't feel like it. So what else have we got going on for you right now? I feel like someone has walked away. Someone's walked away in your life, but I feel like what they've left behind has been beneficial to you. So I've got the Knight of Pentacles here. So it has an image of a man who's walking away, and even though, so this is going to mean something different to different people. So I'm going to just read this card in a couple of ways. So for some of you, this may actually be financially. Someone has left in a way, probably of the masculine energy, and walked away but left you with finances. That could be someone that's passed away that's left you with finances, an inheritance, leaving a job, something like that, where you've been left something. But for others of you, this could even be an emotional wealth that they've left behind. So by having this person walk away and having this person leave on their own journey, they've actually left either some great experiences or some great learning lessons for you from them walking away. So I feel, even though maybe you don't want them to walk away, there's so much that they have left in their trail for you, even if they haven't tried to leave those things for you. But there's so much learning for you to have from them walking away. So I do feel that that there is positivity in these challenges, if that makes sense. Like, even though it's not might not be comfortable and might not feel how you want to feel right now, there is positivity in the challenges. There is growth from the challenges. There is new direction from the challenges and from the uncomfortable things that are popping up in life. So even though they're kind of, I can see that there's some blocks there and challenges, we're going to pick a card and ask what that challenge really is. I feel, so the Magician card coming in, it's feeling like the lack of control is the biggest challenge here for you. Feeling like you're not the creator of your own life and that these things going on around you aren't by choice. And obviously when we're in that part of life, it doesn't feel amazing, when we don't feel in control. But there's certain levels of control that we do have and don't have. We have the control to surrender. We might not be able to always change the actions of other people and the circumstances around us that are happening in our lives, because it's all a ripple effect. Every move that someone makes has a ripple, and sometimes it's not what we wanted. But I feel with the card, this Magician card, I feel like that feeling like this is not the way I wanted it to go. I wanted to be in control of this and creating my life. And for some of you, I feel that in the love reading. So if there's someone that's left you recently, I do feel that feeling of, I wanted it to go this way. I wanted to build this happy relationship and this happy family and be the one that, be fulfilled, and it's not going that way for you. So I feel when things aren't going the way that you want them to go and you don't have that control, all you do have the control to do is to surrender and really, this isn't what I wanted, but it's happening for a higher purpose. That's all we can do. It's happening for a higher purpose. It's making you who you're meant to be. You're learning from this, even though if it doesn't feel comfortable. So what will really benefit you at the moment? Let's have a look at that. What would benefit you in your life right now? What can you do to make things a bit easier? Less overwhelming, perhaps. Or do you want to pop out? What do you want to do? Oh, yeah. There's more of that surrendering, because I feel like you really are. I do feel for card reading number 2 that there is a lot of processing emotionally going on for you right now. The 5 of Cups, this card is Cups relating to emotion, and I feel like you've had a life where you feel like, oh my God, I've done so much processing already. I've learnt so much. I've gotten through so much. I've had the trauma. I've done it. When's it going to end? And you've got your foot in here and another cup with it spilling into this hole. I feel like you've done with those cups. You've had those experiences. You've had those lessons. You've learnt so much from those past events that were not comfortable events either. You're still going through something right now, but if you see, the joy is in you. The magic is in you already. You already have it. You already have happiness in your grasp. You're just not focused on what would bring you, sorry, my hand's blocking, what would bring you that happiness. I feel that you're more focused on the processing of what's going on right now, which is taking your attention away from all the things that you do really have and the things that are coming to you in the future. And the real message here for me is surrendering to the flow of what you can't control. Yes, you're going through the process and processing those emotions. You're not going to be stuck in that forever. Yes, there's going to be more emotions come up in the future, obviously, that might challenge you, but you have so much within you right now. I'm looking at this side. I should look at this side. You have so much in you right now. Now, isn't that interesting? Even I said that. I'm looking at the wrong side. I'm looking at this side. I'm not looking at this side. My focus is not on the right thing. I'm looking away from the camera. I feel that with this, you're not looking at this beauty here and this magic that you actually have right here, right now. You're just not really seeing it yet, but it's coming. It's going to be bright. It's going to be amazing, magical. Let's choose from another deck now. And I'm going to ask another question. What else will help you right now? That one. 4 of Wands. So for me, it's focusing on things that make you feel good. This is someone doing henna. So henna being something that's creative and also culturally celebratory and beautiful to look at as well. And the art that goes into that. So I feel like it's focusing on things that make you feel good is what you need right now. It's not necessarily focusing on yes, I know you're going through and processing through this hard time, but whilst you're doing that, you need to focus on fun, because you don't want to get stuck in that down. You need to get out and have fun, do things that make it, I mean, not even get out, you don't have to get out, be with someone though, you're not alone, and do something fun that you find is creative, that's a joy, that's celebratory for you. Got a bit of that in number 1 too, actually, about celebration, celebrating those sorts of things. So what's coming up for you? Let's see what's happening in your future a little bit. Even though I said at the start we can't tell the future. Let's see if I can. Is it possible? I've done it before. You've probably done it before too. On that note, we are all psychic. You know that, right? Each and every one of us is psychic. It's just about practicing that connection. Something I think is really important for people to know, actually, because people who are psychic are just human beings too, and we have all our problems as well. We're not above anybody in that way. We have our own challenges too. We're just connecting into intuition, higher source. Can't always do it for myself in my own life. I try. Need a reading from someone else for that. Non-bias. What is coming up? This one also came up in card. Oh, and this one. Let's see. Oh, all new things. Okay. Page of Swords. If you're going to have this discussion with this person, I would write it down first. If you need to have a discussion with this person, this might be the person that's walked away or is causing some of the challenges around you, or people. Write it down first. That's what I'm getting before you speak. Write down your intentions. Write down what you want to get from this conversation, what the result is you want to get, because that will help lead you to what questions or what statements you're going to say, because sometimes we just impulsively express our feelings, which we feel the need to do to get them out. I need to express how I'm feeling to you, but it can be worded in so many different ways that are going to change the reaction. So really thinking about your intent with that conversation and what you want out of it, and even again doing some research on the topic. If you don't know, if you are lost for words, I'm going to say AI. Oh, no, not AI. I love AI. Sorry, guys that don't like AI if it's taking over the world, but geez, it's giving me some good therapy. AI, yeah. Go and ask AI what to do. That's my tarot advice. No, if you don't want to ask AI, don't do that. But if you do, go on, do it. Just you know what? AI, this is something I don't know if I should promote it, but I'm going to say this, okay? When you have no food left in your house, and you've only like 4 ingredients, you can go and type in, what meals can I cook with these 4 ingredients? It's amazing. Oh my God, I don't have to use my brain anymore. And I know that's why it's scary, but it feels good. It feels good not to have to think sometimes. The other cards coming up for you in your future. We've got the Emperors. Beautiful card. Something new is being birthed for you. Flowers, love hearts, nature. This is really positive. So there's something else coming. There's something else being born. It's not ready yet. Not ready to be birthed yet. You're not even pregnant with it yet. I think that's what we're saying here. You're still in this other processing, but don't think it's all over. There's so much more to come in life. This is just one little stone, one little pebble in the river of experiences of life. So yeah, keep that in mind, that even though it might feel overwhelming and all-encompassing, there is more to come yet. There is more wonderful things to be birthed. Knight of Pentacles. So I really feel when I look at this card, it's actually about goals as well, even though it's the Pentacle card. I feel like it's about committing to what you want for your, like, regardless of the people around you. I'm resonating with this one because my metaphor today about doing my online tarot reading is, when I do it, I feel awesome. After I've done it, I feel great. Want to do it again? Yes, I do. time to do it. Oh, I'm not ready. I don't want to do it. It's like going to the gym, that same feeling. This card is, to me, is saying go to the gym if that's the thing. Go to the job if that's the thing. Push through the anxiety. Let go of the expectations. Fine. Maybe you'll go to the gym and you'll do 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That's it. You went. That's it. You just go for 5 minutes. Look, I'm walking up the street today. I'm going past the gym. I'm just going to do 5 minutes on the treadmill. Now, I'm using that as a metaphor. I'm not telling you all to go to the gym. I'm telling you to use that in your own life, whatever that goal is that you have, that thing that you know is going to bring you wealth and like internal success and achievement, but you're not going because there's the block of not being all in or not doing it perfectly. That's very much resonating with me right now with my readings. So it's like, fine, just do it. You know, don't go in your dress. If you're going past the gym and you don't even have the right gym outfit on, go in your dress. Don't hurt yourself. Just tuck it up maybe. But that's the metaphor I'm feeling for myself as well. And you don't wait till everything's perfect. Don't get everything right, because you might never do it then. And there's always room to improve. You can do what you can do right now. I love hearing my own advice for myself. You can do what you can do right now, and that might change in the future. Maybe in the future, I will come on this with the most awesome hairdo. Oh, just fast forward, yeah. And like makeup and backing and lighting, and I'm gonna even have my own cameraman. So just because I'm not at that point right now doesn't mean I shouldn't do it at all, if that makes sense, if that resonates. I hope it does. Just because it's not everything you want to be, you're not everything you want to be right now, doesn't mean you should not move towards what you want and push through the not being good enough. Thank you. And thank you to my friend Alicia, who really helped me before doing this reading with letting go, because I spoke to her about the blocks I'm having. So that might resonate for you as well. Yeah, those blocks on not being good enough or not being ready. Just push through. Just don't be ready. Just do it anyway. Are you ever going to be ready? Maybe you won't be. Maybe this is ready. Maybe this is you ready. Maybe me in my pajamas with my sweaty armpits, sitting on the bed with a tablet on a pile of washing on an angle. Maybe this is my ready for right now. And that's as ready as I'm capable or wanting to be today. I could have not done it at all, but here I am, being as ready as I can be. We'll put some deodorant on soon though, I think. Probably get into some fresh pajamas for the evening as it turns dark. Okay. What else is going to benefit you? Oh, there we go. Yeah, all about goals as well. Page of Wands, really doing the things that make you feel good. That's where the goals need to be. Set towards joy, things that make you feel good, if that's in a career way, in a social way, in a hobby way, whatever way that is, in a craft, creative way, those things that make you feel good. Look, even though you've gone through this trauma, you can still have fun. You don't like, when I say trauma, that's very generalized. Whatever this negative emotion you might be experiencing or going through, breakup or whatever it is, maybe someone that's passed. It's just saying you can have all that, you can carry all that, and you can still have fun, and you can still go skating. Even if you don't have the socks that you wanted to wear that day. You can still go skating. You might have a bit of pain. See, the geckos always represent pain to me. That's a personal thing I've had with geckos and lizards. Another time. Anyway, but I do, when I see that card, I just feel like that even though you're carrying that emotion, doesn't mean you can't have a break and have some good times. So even if something is really weighing on your heart, you can just take that half an hour. Take that hour and go, I'm going to do something that's going to make me feel good, and just turn off for that hour and just focus on the good feeling. All right. Oh, this one's going a bit overtime, guys. Number 2. Here is another card for you. It's a little affirmation-y card from the Soul's Journey. Soul's Journey. And it is, Abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So pretty. It's true. Don't expect the worst. Don't expect the worst. There's much more wonderful things and times and experiences to be had. And to add to my unprofessional tarot reading today, I'm going to pick you a sweary affirmation. If you do not like swear words and you are not easily offended, but if you are offended by swear words, I would suggest tuning out now and having a lovely weekend or whenever you've listened to this. Thanks for coming. Those willing to hear me swear, stay tuned. Because today we have fuck yes I can. That's right. You may not feel ready, but yes you can. I may not feel beautiful today and might be sweaty and in my pajamas, but yes I can do this tarot reading. I will push through the blocks. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you do want a one-on-one reading, I do readings on Zoom. I do them in person as well, but Zoom is usually easier for people. So reach out on my Facebook page, Holistic Sista. I read by donation so that I'm available to everyone that needs a reading. And I'm happy to take payment after the reading, so you can decide how much that reading was worth to you. And if you can't afford one and you really need one, reach out. Thanks very much, everyone. Bye. Hello and welcome to card number 3's reading. If you chose this beautiful girl, isn't she pretty? Kind of looks like a koala, doesn't it, that she's holding? Oh, I think she's so pretty. If you chose this beautiful card number 3, you have chosen the Star, which is such a gorgeous card to look at as well. The visuals on this one. So where we are right now, I actually feel quite a strong connection to the heart there. Also spiritually as well, for some of you that might be quite a deep spiritual connection you're having in your life at the moment. Maybe you always have that in your life. Also something about the heart and emotions is coming through, and I feel like there's a letting go and a healing that's coming forth with this, and finding your own light and finding your own power. I'm seeing with this card, and sometimes you might feel that it's a little bit out of reach for you, but you're holding on to it. It's there, you have it. That's what that card is telling me. So I'll pick another card to go with your first card to see where we're sitting right now, where we are at in life, how you're feeling, what's going on. Oh, here we go. Oh, this one came up in the last reading as well. So so I do feel the emotional, the heart chakra is lighting up, but I also have that feeling of wanting it and feeling a little bit out of reach for you. Or that could be for you, your spiritual connection that you're feeling is a little bit out of reach. And even though it's there, and the love and the love of life and the love of self and the logical part of that is there for you. You know that you're amazing and that you're special and that things are the way they're meant to be. I still feel the human part of you is struggling to focus on the joy at all times and the beauty that you do have going on in your life. And that can easily happen when some things are not going our way, when we feel in some ways empty or we're missing out on things in life. It's very easy to be distracted from what's going right when we have things going wrong. But the truth is there are always going to be things that don't align perfect. Well, I believe this, maybe not, but I feel we live in a world of duality, and I feel that there will always be something that challenges me, and that's how I grow as well, through those challenges, even though they might not always be comfortable and I might not really want them around a lot of the time, you know. And often I am this person as well. There's always so much, like, I look back over my past and I can count the empty bowls and the trauma, and I can focus on this. But there's also at the same time be so much experience and joy and love and laughter at the same time through life, just as it is now. It's all happening at the same time. It's where we're looking is going to draw us our focus and our emotions that way. So I feel like there's the beautiful positive card of the star there and that heart connection, but I feel it's also a longing. So it's almost like I don't have it exactly how I want it right now. But I feel that's more to do with your focus or what you're focused on, rather than that being the case, because we all have our heart chakras and connection to spirit, and we're all much more than this lifetime and this human that we present as in this lifetime. So let's have a look at what's challenging you then right now. Do we have some challenges going on? Isn't it great if we didn't? Like, I mean, sometimes we don't. We can just have a lovely, peaceful day, but there's always something going on in the world that's challenging, isn't there? Even if it's not ours. This one wants to pop out. Oh, we have the Tower card coming in next. So that's an interesting card, all about new beginnings and things needing to change and fall down. The structure that you've got right now is not strong enough to maintain the future. So things are going to come down so that you can rebuild in a better, stronger way that will serve you, serve your happiness and serve you, protect you, and keep you going in life. Sometimes, you know, it's like I feel with this reading there's a lot going on, so I feel like like real duality with this. So there is a lot of positive. There's a lot of positive going on, but I also feel there's feelings of sadness, and there's change. There's change happening that maybe you didn't want to happen or expect to happen or weren't inviting to happen, but it is happening, and it's a positive thing. Even if it doesn't feel like it, it might feel like things are falling or crashing or falling apart, but maybe that's what needs to happen for the rebuild, even if that's in terms of relationship with someone. If that relationship's in a strain, maybe it needs to hit that point to rebuild a stronger relationship. So a lot of thoughts, eight of Pentacles, and really there's a lot of options in your life right now, a lot of ways you can go, and I feel like it's really focusing in on what makes you feel the best, having all the different moon times, phases as well. I feel like you're very focused on this side at the moment, so that there's more to life, and there's more things for you to enjoy that you might not be seeing right now at this time, but they are coming. Things will never stay the same. They're always changing, and if we're taking actions that are different to make changes, then they're going to change even more. Even if it is going to this event that I wasn't going to go to, I went to it, and maybe it didn't feel like much at the time, but you might have smiled at someone that needed that smile that day. Someone might have smiled at you and you needed that smile. You might have learnt something. A seed was planted somewhere. What's going to help you right now then? Let's have a look. Whoop. That will help you, and that will help you. The Empress came up in the last reading as well, but on the different cards. What's going to help you right now is knowing your power. I feel there's a little bit of forgetting who you are, like who you really are on a deeper level. Sometimes those challenges in life have kept us looking to our human life too much and not seeing our spiritual life in terms of we are more than this person that presents in this lifetime. You are more. You have had many lifetimes. You're a strong, powerful, amazing we all are, like, we are all that higher self, and so we've forgotten, like, we came down, that's how I feel, that we've forgotten. And there's just that reminder to remind yourself how powerful you are. And it's interesting because there's the connection to the moon in this one, where this one with the star, it's almost like a longing for that change and a longing for that connection, where I feel with the next card, it's you as the empress, like the you are you are connected, you know yourself. There's a real growth from that card to that card. I just feel like, yeah, knowing who you are. There's those old stories from, usually from childhood, someone, people, anyone, that we have often taken on of who we are. And it's to remind yourself you're so much more than that, and remembering that connection, and remembering that you are part of this earth and part of the universe, and we're all connected in that way. The other thing coming up which would really help you right now is it's actually the King of Pentacles. So I do feel this really focusing on what you have and really finding gratitude in what you have. It's a man sitting, have a look at this card, even, I don't know if you can, how well you can see his expressions. He feels content to me. Now, you could tell the story of what's going on here in so many different ways. And I feel that's what makes the difference to the life experience, because I feel this man is enjoying being on his own with his dog. He's enjoying being in this space of quiet. It's like a library to me, or his study room. He's enjoying that. That is a wealth, and that is a richness, this time by myself, this solitude. I'm in a comfortable place. It's peaceful. But you could tell that story the other way. I'm all alone. I have nothing to do but read. My dog looks a little bit angry. I feel that that's the perception about where you are is going to change how you feel about what's going on right now. Again, there's always going to be challenges. There's always going to be positives and negatives, that feelings that come up within our lives. Things maybe we didn't invite in on a human level, that we didn't really want to be here. But it's, it's a choice about whether I can be okay with this solitude, or if I feel alone. I'm not saying don't feel alone if you're feeling your feelings, but it's about that perception of where you're focused on. And that tower coming in as well is about new beginnings too, things coming apart to rebuild. So let's look into that a little bit more, into the future. I think I might look into, actually, I don't want to jump out for you. I'm looking into that tower card, what's really going on for you right now. Now, I don't always read upside down, but I'm going to take this card as an upside down reading. It did come out upside down, but I don't always read, but feeling intuitively to read this one upside down. So it's the Four of Wands. It is these women here celebrating. I feel what's going on for you right now is the lack of this. It's the lack of that celebration with friends and goals for enjoyment. I feel that's what's keeping you focused on the more challenging parts of life, because through this reading there is both happening. There are so many opportunities that are positive for you as well, but I feel like maybe you're not reaching out to grab those, and you're not having those fun times and experiences that are really important for you to have. Have I gotten shorter? Was I sitting on a pillow before? I don't know what happened. I'm shrinking. There we go. Unprofessional reading today. Just going to be authentically myself. I hope you like her. Let's look into future a little bit here. What is coming up? That one. Very positive. Queen of Wands we have. Finding a spark again, that light again. I think you're just a little bit off the path. You felt a bit off the path. New goals, I really do feel a positive future for you. I just feel, and it's not that it's, overwhelmingly necessarily negative either right now, but there is that focus. There's something that's keeping your focus away from the positive. And I feel that you're needing to have more joyful experiences. The Queen of Wands showing up here with your future it's like you get that spark back. You find that thing, that passion, that thing that makes you alive again, that focus. That it's almost like you brought the star down. I feel it's like you pull it down and you've got it holding it in your hands, and you get there. You get to the place that you're wanting to be, that you're longing to be, or that feeling you're longing to have. I see it coming, so don't give up on that. There is a lot of newness and beauty and growth to be had. Even if it feels like the tower and things are collapsing around you a little bit, they're doing that to rebuild, and that rebirth is a part of you as well. And the Ten of Wands coming in next. I feel this might shop. Some people are going on a shopping spree. They're gonna go get some things that they need and that they've desired for a long time. I just feel that some of you, that message. Others of you, I feel this is more about your goals as well, and gathering up what you want, like gathering up your ideas, writing a list, the direction you want in your life. If I've had the life that I wanted to create in every single way, what would it look like? Because if we don't know what it looks like, it's very hard to move towards it. So yeah, writing that list, and I feel having those goals ready to achieve the start of it, at least, the place you want to live, even showing up on the bag there, the shopping for the house, So I feel it's a lot about being organized to get what you want to get, so that you can get that. And I do feel more goals are coming for you, like you're having like a rebirth of some type on an internal level, I feel, and things are going to start to straighten up a bit more after the bit of reset and rebuild. What else is coming up for you in the future here? So there's somebody in your life coming through that you need to decide whether you want them in your life. Whether you want them back in your life, or in what way you want them in your life. And they may not... Something about moving as well, adventure. So first card, Two of Swords. I feel there's someone in your life that if something's going to come up where you have to choose whether you want to answer the phone or whether you don't, whether you want to cut it out because you've had too many experiences that you can count now and write down with them. That's make you decide, it's too much for me now. That I do feel is coming up in your future, making that decision. I'm not telling you to cross it off and not make it, but I do feel that decision is coming up for you, and it's something you really need to decide whether you want. To some of you, that might be a relationship, or might be a job, might be where you live, because I feel there's, with the next card coming up, the Two of Wands, and showing travel and adventure awaiting, I feel like these cards coming in together, it's like making a decision about your future, where you want to be. Do I want this person in my life? Do I want to be around this person in the physical way that I am currently? I feel that might come up for you in the future as well. I might just pick a card on how to deal with that when it does come up, and see if we have any advice on that decision making, even though, let's see what happens. I don't know what it's going to say. I don't know what the cards are gonna tell me till they tell me, telling me lots of things. They are telling me you need to trust your intuition. Go into your heart space, give yourself love. Think about what's going to make you feel loved up and good about yourself, and what you need for that. So if that is to continue this interaction with this person, or if it is to cut it off, it's about you. It's about what's going to serve you, what's good for your heart, what's good for your emotional balance. Yeah, I do feel like, okay, this might be something to do with family. So this little storyline did come up in card reading number 2 as well, so some of you might have resonated a bit with both of them. I do feel like I'm getting a lot shorter. Anyway, enjoy the top of the screen over here. The cards coming through here, Five of Swords, to me is always about that past trauma as well, that person being in the background and how it's still affecting you, how it's still here, and affecting your mind and your emotions. So I feel there's something coming up with someone. You might already know about this and be going through it at the moment, but I feel there's a decision to be made about this relationship, and there has been repeating patterns with them in the past that are affecting you now. Whether or not they're still happening to you right now might be different individually, but they're definitely affecting you still. And it's really about making that decision about what's best for you, whether it's to be around them in their vicinity or whether it's to block them out, not answer the phone. So that's a decision coming up. And I do feel something to do with family there. It might even be children, could be a relationship, immediate family. I do feel... Now, please, if this does not resonate, throw it out. If this does, I feel for some people there's an intuition in you telling you to have a separation from that person, even if it's not long term. But I feel the child in you, the child that wants to protect your heart, is pushing you apart there a little bit, and not saying that either of you is in the wrong or a nasty or anything like that. You might just be not aligning right now, and you might need for your own emotional stability and heart to have that separation from them. Your own intuition and inner child might be saying that to you, and you may be struggling with that feeling. All right, we're going to wrap it up in a minute. So I'm going to choose you one of these cards called The Soul's Journey. They are. If you would like to know the names of the other decks, just comment and I'll then go and look. I don't really know. There's I've forgotten my favorite cards, the Light Seers, and the other ones I've forgotten the name of, but they're pretty, these ones. Okay. Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. 100%. Remember who you are. You're more than just this human. You are an incredible being, and your human is incredible as well. You have so much to offer other people and yourself. So, you know, really focus on what you do have. You have a lot to give, and you have a lot being given in your life right now, and it's just might not always be exactly how you want it to be, but have strength in who you are. You've faced so much already in your life. You're a strong person. You're going to be okay. You possess the gifts of the soul. And to end on your... I just feel like you need to see more of me. To end this reading, I'm going to pick a sweary affirmation for you. So if you are offended by swear words, it's probably time for you to tune out, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. If you're okay to hear me swear, here is your sweary affirmation for the day, or week, or month. As long as you want to say it, just keep it up. It's yours. And it is. Oh, it's the same as reading number 2. It's fuck yes I can. And you can. You can do it. You can be you. Have the self-esteem. You can be your authentic self. You don't have to be controlled by other people. You need to do what's best for you and what your heart is telling you to do. Gorgeous little creature. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you resonated with your reading. If you didn't, try one of the other ones. If you didn't resonate with any of them, apologies. Not a thing I can do about that. The reading is done. If you would like a one-on-one reading, feel free to reach out to me via my Facebook page, Holistic Sista. Send me a message. I will give you a Zoom reading if you're not a local. Otherwise, if you come here, you'll have to sit on a clean pile of washing like you are now. Thank you for being my tablet stand washing. I shall put you away at a later stage. Tuning out. Thank you very much, everyone. Bye.